Welcome to Inside the Firm, a podcast dedicated to small business owners and hosted by entrepreneurs, Alex Gore and Lance Cayko. Each week, they take you on their journey of how to start, run, and grow a business by bringing you inside their architecture and real estate development firm. Get a behind-the-scenes tour of how these business leaders manage their clients and foster company culture while creating new and innovative projects. And now your hosts, Alex Gore and Lance Cayko.
Welcome to another episode of Inside the Firm. I am your host, Alex Gore. I'm here with your other host, Lance Cayko. No funny names today, and that's because we got a new sponsor. It's Waterloo Strawberry.
You wish.
Waterloo.
You wish. If you're listening, I would kill. I would kill for Waterloo, or yes, specifically Waterloo, because I think they're the best sparkling waters of all. Capitalists drink sparkling water. Communists drink flat water. That's a fact. Waterloo.com.
We will only be sponsored by strawberry or grape. That is it.
Is that their website?
Well, I don't want any, mixed nonsense, too many. It's just craziness. That's
Waterloo.
what I want. We have a great show for you today. We're going to talk about making your own press, some nuclear stuff, and Architect GPT. So stay tuned. But before that, quick word from our sponsors. One is Build a Better Company. Hey, that's myself. And, from learn lessons from Lance. Lance, I got to get you to record a video on Thumbtack that I can put on there.
Oh.
Thumbtack Master.
Oh.
Thumbtack Master.
Look at these new assignments I'm getting in real time, ladies and gentlemen.
It happens.
What's a good thing? I'm in a good mood.
Yeah. So go to buildabetterco.com, buildabetterco.com. Click the Watch Our Training, and you will be you'll go to 5 shifts to 5-figure profit per month or more. I know architects don't like to think about making a good amount of money, which means making a good living, which means embracing your future and not being at the whims of society and all this craziness that's going on. So go check it out, buildabetterco.com. Watch Our Training, 5 shifts to 5-figure profit.
I also need you to go check out arcat.com, because if you can't find the product data you're looking for, that's because you might be using the wrong search engine. Broad search results. Broad searches result in consumer products, out-of-date information, and websites that hide or don't have information you're looking for. If you need specifications, CAD, BIM, or Arcat.com is your search engine. Find and download the up-to-date data you need fast. Arcat.com is free and requires no registration. So try Arcat today. That's ARCAT.com. Last but certainly not least, you got to go check out PellaLuxury.com/the firm, because there you will experience a collection of brands that brings your creative vision to life. The luxury division of Pella is a world-class collection of brands, including Duratherm, Riley, and Benelli, all pioneers of industry who provide window and door solutions to discerning architects, the building industry, and beyond. During this new year, we know how important it is to step back and spend time in gratitude. We appreciate all our clients trusting us with their projects in a record-breaking year. We are excited and ready to take on the new year in 2023. The luxury division of Pella doesn't push me on limits. They set them. Explore PellaLuxury.com/the firm today. Back to me?
Back to you.
Back to me. Okay, if you've been following along lately, I think in the last maybe 3 or 4 or 5 episodes that we've done, I explained how I finally went through this big process that I wanted to do for a while, which was just a very short recap. That is obtaining a list of realtors that had listed land in the 5 counties that we're in and surrounded by. And so I got that. I gleaned through the list. I sent out an email and contacted all of them, offered some services, offered to help. And what it has culminated in, besides a few key contacts, is I was actually able to finally get in front of them exactly the way I wanted to. So what it was, there was this realtor... Actually, it was a mortgage broker who they obviously work very closely with realtors all the time. My wife is both of those things, actually. A lot of people are. And so he was presenting to the realtors for people that are looking at, if they buy a piece of property, can they do an ADU on their property? Can they make it a short-term or longer-term rental? Can it offset their mortgages? He made a really good point. We're not going to show the whole lecture or the presentation that they gave, But he gave me a couple minutes at the end, and there's a few things I wanted to point out. One of them is a dig again at the AIA. I just can't help myself. It's like, I'm in these architecture groups, Business of Architecture, Entre Architect, and then I just know a ton of other architects because of the show. And I hear this over and over again. I know Al does too. It's like, well, the realtors make all the money, and the architects don't make any money. Or
unless you take my profit course, but whatever.
Yeah, unless you build a better profit co.com.
Build a better business co.
Yes. .com, or is it just .co?
Buildabetterco.com.
Buildabetterco.com. There you go. You should check that out. Because I got Al, the prophet of profit, right next to me. This guy's amazing.
Wow.
Even though he didn't even look at the QuickBooks last night, I had to look at the QuickBooks and say, what the heck is going on?
No, because I already looked at it. I already put it in. I already saw that our profit was there.
Oh, did it just recently happen where it was screwed up then?
Yeah, literally, it must have just happened that night.
It must have. It was
because
weird.
No, why?
I was shocked.
Because payroll. Because she said payroll went in wrong.
Yeah, I already saw it. Anyway, back to my story. Nobody wants to listen now. Half of the episode, everybody just tunes out, shut off. Oh, Al's talking, shut it off. Anyway, so I got in front of these realtors. It was fantastic because I said, I was like, I would love to hear how you guys are looking at ADUs. So the gentleman who allowed me to be on, he agreed this is sort of bleeding / cutting edge in terms of people actually getting asked in their industry about them. Like it's been in the ether for like a decade. Al's thesis is literally about this.
Yeah.
ADUs and what was your thesis called?
No, it wasn't grow.
One word. It was one word, though. You can't remember?
Oh, wow. I mean, this is over maybe 15 years.
Oh, old man Gore. Okay, while he's thinking about that, he'll think of it. He'll think of it.
It'll come.
Anyway, architects have done this for a long time. Adam Mayberry, who's a listener of the show, and hopefully a future guest here soon, is he's done a lot of ADUs and stuff like that. So, like, architects who are listening, you know what these are. But the realtors and the investors and stuff, this is sort of new to them. So I cut two clips, and the first one is this one. We're going to show. I want you guys. The reason why I was crapping on the AIA and like kind of teasing the architects and everybody else listening about they're making more money than me is like, well, I have an insider look that I probably a lot of other architects aren't going to get to see it unless they watch this show or listen to this show of like. Here's where the crazy numbers come from in terms of, wow, they think that's all it costs for the architects? And I'll show you. Yeah. And they were actually, the second part of this is you'll see me talking, and I end up correcting them. And I did it delicately. They were not angry. They were actually very thankful for it. But you'll see, like, this explains to me, like, why the internet and just the general public is so far off on the architecture fees. Check this out, Al.
But there's two different values you have to look at too, whether you're doing a rehab or if you're doing the construction, is we're going to look at the as is appraised value. So the appraiser will do it based on specs. This is a very low end deal. So this is out in the middle of nowhere. It appraises at 250. But they also will look at the renovation purchase cost. So if it costs, they bought it for 190, you have labor right under 40, you got your soft cost, that's your architecture and stuff, and then a contingency of 10%, that adds up to 235. We're going to use the lower of the figures when you're figuring out how much cash down. So when you're saying I only need 5% down, but the project's 235, we're going to base it on that, even though the appraised value is higher. So that's another thing that if somebody's talking to you or mentioning doing rehab or construction, they have to be aware there's two different calculations for figuring out how much cash you need into the project.
All right. So anyway, those figures look like what it really would cost to build the thing and to design the thing, Al?
$2,200 for soft costs.
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
And then the same thing for the labor and material. And so I asked them, I said, they ended up telling me where they got them from. So the numbers they got them from are from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And so, huge lenders and everything like that. And that's what they're projecting for this. So at some point, it would be nice if one of these bigger institutions, AIA, would do your job. Like, are you going to start defending architects and putting it out there on the ether and the public of like, oh, this is what architects do. Here's how much they cost. And so here was my response, because those two things were the biggest trigger points. But the other thing too is, just so you guys know, is like the idea was I just wanted to get out in front of these people, get in their Rolodex, and be that person they call. Because the way the realtors are really good networkers. Like if there's a couple things I think that architects can learn from realtors is you need to be as good of it. You need to like just be into sales. I mean, they're just so into sales. They get in this like a lot psychology of it. I watch my wife do all this all the time. She takes all these different courses. She learns how to negotiate. She literally has like an expert negotiator like certificate and stuff. But their networking is just incredible. And they realize that it's a long haul. What were we going to say?
I think we're barking off the wrong tree, and I think we have a right tree to bark up. AI ain't going to listen to us.
They should.
Mark LePage is going to listen. Mark is going to be the new AIA. He can put this. Mark, that's your job now.
That's your job, Mark.
Entree architect.
We will support you.
Other questions?
Yeah, my name is Lance. I don't know if everybody can hear me. I'm an architect and a builder.
Lance, yeah.
Hey, well, thanks for inviting
He does them. So fire away.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me to this. This was incredibly informative. My wife is a realtor, and I try to speak her language as much as I can, and she tries to speak mine as much as I can. And that's kind of the reasons why I reached out and to see if I could be a part of this and just hear what you guys had to say. Just a few things that I don't know if this would be helpful to you guys or not, but as a builder, basically right now, what I'm telling folks in Colorado is they should be planning for about $300 a square foot for every new square foot they build. We have done, and that's at a minimum. You guys were spot on about a lot of stuff. So, and I really appreciate that. I was expecting, I don't know what to expect actually, but thank you for telling all of your clients that it is taking 12 months or longer to get through permitting in Denver. It is still that long. We have done almost every kind of ADU type that you guys talked about. We've built tiny houses. We've done them over the top of garages. We've done them in garages. We've done them in the basement. We've done them in Boulder County, like as accessory units to the other house. So in our firm is f9productions.com. And if one of the things I hear from my wife often, who's again, a realtor, just like you guys, is that she's able to navigate a little bit in terms of what people can do and not do with their properties. But if you guys ever wanted to get in contact with an architect such as myself, I'm more than happy to speak with your clients and give them some time of mine, 15, 20 minutes, understand the property, understand what they're looking to do. And then I'm more than happy to, again, just do some gratis work on the ground and get in touch with the planning and zoning departments and let you guys know what you can and cannot do. Because I think one of the big points that you made on this presentation, which is absolutely true, is this is still sort of like bleeding edge. And we're in the next 5 years, it's going to explode for sure. And so it's difficult still to navigate through the whole process. So I have the utmost empathy for that. Like for Longmont, for example, there's all kinds of little nuances. People are excited to do ADUs. You've always been able to do an ADU because they call it a mother-in-law house. But then people don't understand there's a hidden tax, and that's a $20,000 tax that they get hit with, which is their tap fees for that. The other tweak that I would suggest, if you're open to it, and I realize how people don't like unsolicited advice, I'm one of those people, but I just think it would help set expectations for your guys' clients too, just so you're maybe not letting them down, is I saw the soft costs for architects. And really the soft cost, the way I like to phrase it, which is it comes out in this way and it's true, is I think the soft costs should be presented as your architects, your engineers, your surveyors, and any other design professionals that you'll need for this ADU, whatever type you're going to build, plan on that costing between 5 and 10% of your construction budget, rather than even giving them a number. I think that's a little bit more helpful. So I think the number I saw was like 2,200. The survey alone in Denver is going to cost them $2,200. So if they're just aware of that upfront stuff, and then I'll leave my contact information in the chat here. If anybody, if ever feels like reaching out, either as to contact me about being a builder or an architect, I'm happy to be of service.
Yeah, Lance, I'll probably reach out to you too, because maybe I could get a more realist. I could take out. So the slide I used came from Fannie Mae. that 250 house. But I wouldn't mind doing a new one that's a little more realistic. So I'll definitely reach out to you, and then we can put your information on that too. So I appreciate that.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Wasn't that cool? I mean, yeah. What's your
Well, no. So the part that was cool about it was not saying a number, saying a percentage.
Oh yeah,
saying a percentage, right?
yeah.
The other thing too, this is offline of the money, but just for real estate people, if you ever talk to them again, or I talk to them, these ADUs and all these short-term vacations, on Twitter, I see so many like people saying like how much they make on them, and a lot of them are ones that are experiences. You know what I mean? Like they're literally like a treehouse looking thing.
Oh, interesting.
There's something cool. You know, a lot of times they're in a good location, but this speaks to like, hey, invest in an architect and do something crazy. Like when people go on vacation, like if I'm going to stay in an Airbnb and it's $10 more or $20 more, and one's like way
Cooler,
awesomer.
way cooler, better view, whatever, some kind of interesting feature.
I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I'm doing that for sure.
You know why he's going to do that? Because his middle name is Gimmick, Al Gimmick Gore. And hey, that's not even a dig. That's a compliment.
Yeah.
I appreciate that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Cool. Yeah, so you heard it from the horse's mouth there. Got the numbers from Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Like they're just, and to be fair to them, they are only working with whatever information they can find. And that's my whole point about digging and bagging on whoever about it is like, look, we talk about it all day long. I think that's the best way to phrase it, like you just said. 5 to 10% of a budget. Like that is the perfect slot to be in. Just set yourself up for that, but then also understand what does it cost to build. Just get a hold of a builder, and the point blank question is, what's it costing right now per square foot to do new space? And you will be able to get some equations in your head super quickly. So it's all good. Looks like Al deleted something, which is fine with me.
I'll break it up in case people want to pause.
Exactly.
Not listen. I'll be talking just for a little bit.
Chat GPT.
Okay, I'm gonna switch so that
Coming up here, Mr. Gore.
This is I thought it was cool. It's just a little thing. Chat GPT architect. I am doing a code analysis, and I already told the client this is for assembly space. That's going to be a church. Like, hey, what you need to look into, and all that. Oh, it decided to do that. It decided.
Is it pretending that this is your extra monitor?
Yep.
Oh, that's a sad day.
Yeah. This is why people tune out.
Yeah, because
Duplicate.
right now his middle name is Al Lack of Technology Gore.
Keep changing it.
Al bad at computers Gore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Al can barely click a mouse Gore.
No.
Al
Why?
struggling Gore. I have no idea. If you guys only knew what was going on in the background,
It's
right
bad.
now, it's pretty bad.
That's bad.
He's pulling up. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right.
GPT, could you give me a list of items to check when doing a code analysis of an assembly building using the 2021 International Building Code? Certainly, here's a list. Awesome. All of these ones, I was like, the first 5, that's exactly what I told the client. And actually, so it's occupancy classification.
What do you mean you told the client? Wait a minute. What do you mean you told the client?
So before, I did this today. Last week, I met with them.
Yeah.
And they said, what's involved? I go, I need to do an occupancy classification. I need to see what the load is. And, like I explained it more than I'm explaining it right now.
Before you asked Chat GPT.
Yeah.
And then you asked Chat GPT.
Yep. And then I told them about accessibility, mechanical and electrical, and hazard materials I'm not really doing.
Cow.
But what was cool, I was like, hey, this is great. In a scenario where the building is being reviewed meets all the 10 points, could you write a report addressing these points and leave blanks for areas where the architect might fill in specifics? So it said, okay, awesome. And it basically did these, which now I copied into a Word document, and I'm changing it. I can bring this up. And I've done
so
it.
everybody knows his exercise is basically, for this project in particular, he's laser scanning the existing building. Then we're modeling an existing model and basically just doing a couple basic drawings. Like, here's the existing floor plan. Okay, here's the occupancy analysis based on that. Egress, that kind of stuff. Like, it's basically just a big code check.
Yep. And not that this is perfect, but it just streamlined. I literally just took code analysis review. Number 1, I took what they said, and now I'm putting
expanded.
Yep. Took what they said for number 2, number 3.
I have a suggestion.
And just expanded. Yes.
Instead of 3.1, I would just change those to A, B, C, D.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry, it's me getting Lance anal psycho.
Oh, we should have opened up with that. But what can you do, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Wow, did it.
Now we're looking awesome.
Did it.
Wow, cool. Good use of Chat GPT. I used it as well. Let me pull it up here
All right.
to show you on the next segment about how I used it. And no, it didn't take away my job. It just made my job easier, and I was able to get more stuff done in a timely fashion without doing brain damage to myself at like 4:30 p.m. Oh, it's verifying. So the next segment is we won the Best of Mile High Award for the top-rated architecture firm in the Denver metro area, and I can hear the clapping in the background.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there it is. So big thanks to everybody who helped us win that, obviously, first. But the thing that comes with that, so like winning an award, whether it's something like this where it's like, you know, best of whatever, best of Connecticut, best of Colorado, just stuff like that, right? Where maybe it's not like an AIA sanctioned award or even a design award, but like just something about best in business. Your goal, I'm here to tell you, your goal with that is to try to get as much press as you can out of that. And so like there's 2 big ones. The clout of just saying, look, we just won the Best of Mile High. Like, it's on our website. Here's the badge. Al has had this best of, I think, top-rated architecture firm on his signature for a very long time.
Yep.
People see that. They associate you with that. Like, you are then in this class and this higher level of professionals, right? So there's that, but then there's the press that comes after that. And it's not just the press of being, like, going to the award show, taking the photo, sharing it on social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, all those things. Like, do all that stuff, but the local press is really where it's at. So I just want to re-walk through people how easy it is to get into local press. You should be making your own press. Do not wait on the press. This is a big thing that Al just always knew it. I don't know why, but like we would just write to a paper. Yeah. And what clicked was like, oh, we're basically doing their jobs for them. They like that. Why wouldn't they like that? It's easy. That's all their job is, to tell. Yeah. Like, you can be the news to them, right? So I went to Chat GPT. I don't have a little icon like Al does up there.
It's because I'm good at computers.
And I'm bad at computers, and this is obvious. So what I've got pulled up here is the prompt was, I'd like to write a press release for an award that my architecture firm recently won. It is the Best of Mile High Awards. The information about the award can be found at this link. And then I give him a link. And sure enough, it just popped it right out in 20 seconds.
It's
Great.
like it's writing it.
It was
that's
amazing.
how it.
Yeah. Great. Writing a press release is an easy way, excellent way to share your exciting news and achievements with the public.
It's trying to be friends with you.
Yeah.
This is trickery.
Here is a sample press release for an architecture firm winning the Best of Mile High Awards. And it was awesome because it says, like, if you're watching on YouTube, you can already read it yourself, but it says, like, it puts in brackets, like, company name. So I could just reuse this. Company name. Wins Best of Mile High Award for Outstanding Architecture. Then it gives, like, city, state, name, company name. An architecture firm specializing in insert specialization is proud to announce blah, 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 blah. Then it talks about what the Best of Mile High Awards are. And then the funniest part about it was, which is actually true, is it quoted me without quoting me, and it goes, we are incredibly honored, quote, we are incredibly honored to receive this prestigious award, said
Founder/CEO name.
Yep. And so then all I did is I reworked this a little bit, and I'll pull up now. We have just have a template for it. So here's the real one. Yeah. I ran out. So I whipped all this up in a half hour. This was like at the end of the day on April 14th, which would have been, was that a Friday? Yeah, it was a Friday. So I was like scrambling to get out the door to go just be done for the week. So I rewrote it a little bit, and then I think I just said, I actually added some to the quotation. So I left in we are incredibly honored to receive this prestigious award. Then I said, our team is dedicated to creating innovative, sustainable, and functional architecture that enhances the lives of our clients and the communities as we serve. This award is a testament to the hard work and dedication of our entire team, as well as our commitment to providing the best architectural customer service in all of Colorado. And then I added some like what we're known for, what we're featured in, a contact, all that. And then I sent it out to a list of local papers. It's very easy. If you just Google, like for me, I just Googled Longmont Leader, submit an article. They give you an email address. It is not hard. There's no protectionism here.
Ask Chat GPT. Is there a local list of news
Why
articles?
didn't I ask for that? Now I'm an idiot.
Can you give me the link to their submittal page?
Yeah. Okay. You could even go exactly. You see where I was going with this, and that's smart. So here's the email I sent. I just want to show you guys how easy it is. We're watching on YouTube. All I said is, good afternoon. On Wednesday of this week, our architecture firm, F9 Productions, Inc., won the best Colorado architecture firm at the Best Mile High Awards in Denver. Please see attached for our press release for consideration. You don't even say, like they know, they receive these all day long. They're expecting press releases from people. And you just say, here it is for your consideration. That's it. Not like, can we be in the paper? Nothing. Just give it to them. And sure enough, she responded. After the weekend was over, thanks so much for reaching out. I'm planning on writing a story about this, but was wondering if you might be able to send me a JPEG version of the photo of your team getting in the award. And so I did, and then here's what we ended up with. So now I'm scrolling down on their page here. I guess now we're a little bit further down. Let me know when you see it.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Where do you see it, Al?
I don't.
There it is.
There it is.
So it was a day ago. It's already buried. But either way, it's good press. So sure enough, Longmont Architecture Award wins Best of Mile High Award by Amy Golden. And there's our beautiful staff. Look at all the punums. Look at this punum.
Yeah, you love it.
And then it's pretty much verbatim. You know, she moved it around a little bit, but like she even kept in.
We are incredibly honored to receive this prestigious award.
And then the second one, this award is a testament to the hard work and dedication of our entire team as well. Blah, 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 blah. She left out a few other things, but
sure.
Oh no, she just reworded it a little bit. But man, made it an easy article for her, and that's how you get in the paper, and that's how you get press, and that's how you eventually get noticed and get people to hire you and all the good stuff. Thank you, Al. Thank you. I deserve that. Hey, I learned from the best, though. This guy over here is responsible for the first press, like the Fargo Forum.
Was that with the floods and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Craziness. Well, nice. Well, that's it. A great little episode. Lance, what should people do?
People should like, subscribe, leave us positive comments if they're watching on YouTube, and if they're listening terrestrially on the iTunes. When they're done screaming at their headphones because of something we said that was wrong or right, then they should leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. We'll see you next week.
Scream loud enough we can hear you.